Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the BAGNOLUX Pot Filler Faucet, and honestly, after using it for a while, I can confidently say it's one of those kitchen upgrades you didn't know you needed until you do. At first glance, it might seem like a luxury item, but once it's installed, it quickly proves its everyday usefulness, especially if you do a lot of cooking that involves boiling water or filling large pots. The design of this faucet is sleek and elegant. The matte black finish adds a bold and modern touch to the kitchen, and it really stands out in the best way. What I appreciated most, though, was the quality of the build. It's made from solid brass, so it feels very durable and well made. It doesn't feel like something that's going to wear out anytime soon, which is reassuring, especially in a high-use area like the kitchen. Functionally, it's a game changer. Being able to fill pots directly on the stove saves me so much time and hassle. No more carrying heavy pots filled with water from the sink to the stove and risking spills. The swing arm is smooth and extends far enough to reach multiple burners, which is great when I'm using more than one pot at a time. It folds neatly against the wall when not in use, so it doesn't get in the way at all. Installation was surprisingly straightforward. It comes with all the necessary hardware, and the instructions were clear. I did need a plumber for the water line setup, but once that part was sorted, the rest was pretty easy. If you're comfortable with a little DIY, it's definitely doable, especially if you're replacing an existing pot filler. Another thing I like is the double handle design. It lets me turn the water on and off from either joint, which is super convenient. I usually use the one closer to the wall when I'm done to minimize drips. The flow is steady and strong, and even though it's cold water only, that's all you really need for this kind of faucet. Now, I did read a few reviews before buying that mentioned issues with leaks or installation challenges. In my case, I haven't experienced any of those problems. I think as long as the installation is done properly and you double check all the seals, it should work just fine. The quality control seems good on the unit I received. One small tip: the matte black finish looks amazing, but it can show water spots or fingerprints if you're not careful. I just wipe it down with a soft cloth after each use, and it stays looking brand new. It's a small trade-off for how stylish it makes the kitchen look. Another thing worth mentioning is how sturdy the swing arm feels during use. There's a satisfying firmness to the movement. It doesn't feel loose or wobbly at all, which was one of my concerns before getting it. When extended fully, it holds its position without sagging, even when I'm filling larger pots. That kind of stability gives me confidence in the overall construction and tells me this faucet was designed with longevity in mind. I've used some fixtures in the past that started off great but got loose over time, and so far, this one is holding up really well. Lastly, in terms of aesthetics and compliments, this thing gets noticed. I've had a few friends over since installing it, and every single one has commented on how good it looks and how cool it is to have a pot filler above the stove. It's one of those small upgrades that makes your kitchen feel a lot more high-end and functional without a full remodel. If you're someone who cooks frequently or just loves having a more efficient kitchen setup, this is absolutely worth considering. Overall, I'm really impressed with this faucet. It's added both functionality and style to my kitchen, and I actually find myself using it way more than I expected. If you've been thinking about upgrading your cooking space, I'd say this is a smart addition. It's not just about aesthetics, it genuinely makes everyday kitchen tasks easier.